Hello, everyone, and welcome back to Education. We are super excited to be back again with another podcast. And the theme is recognizing the many faces of burnout. And we were super happy to have with us Ankita Mehta, who's a mental health and wellness coach. She's also an NLP practitioner and a holistic spiritual coach. She is somebody who truly believes in connecting with self, and she truly enjoys the subject of talking about people and human beings are at the center of her practice. I am super excited to be sharing this conversation and can't wait for you all to watch. So let's get started. So, hello, Ankita. Thank you so much for joining us at Meducation today. And I'm super excited to be talking about a topic that's super close to my heart. That's
Yes,
recognizing the many faces of burnout. So,
yes.
again, thank you so much.
Please, thank you so much. And I'm also excited to, begin the absolutely awesome conversations. Let's do this.
So I'll jump right over to like my first question is what is truly burnout from a lens of psychology and also from an NLP perspective? What truly is burnout?
Okay. So first of all, I think before breaking that down into a modality, say psychology or NLP, let's just understand the very basic, thing about burnout. So it says burn out, like when something is used or done with beyond the capacity. It could be yourself, it could be your work, it could be all the stress that's piling up. It could be a very major misalignment with what you wish to do and what you're doing. All this can be termed under the umbrella of burnout. Now,
Mhm.
talking about the modality, say from psychology point of view, it's you can say that it's more than just physical exhaustion, because psychology is all about the mind. So burnout from psychology point of view is more about physical, it's not about physical exhaustion, but more about the stress that piles up by not doing certain things, not just the workload, but also all the things that you want to do or are there on their list, the to-do list, the checklist.
Yeah.
Your brain likes to complete things, and when you're not
Mhm.
able to do that, that kind of causes also a burnout. So it's not just like, oh, I'm so tired, I hustled, I traveled
Yeah.
2 hours. No, it could be just the checklist. So that's from the psychology point of view. And also different people show it very differently. Like for
Yeah.
example, some people can just go into their shell. They're like, I don't want to talk about it. Some people just keep ranting about it at every
Yeah.
possible,
Yeah.
moment that they get to. So
Yeah.
that's the psychological part of burnout. If I
Yeah.
come to NLP, now NLP is all about neuro linguistic programming, how
Mhm.
your brain, works. So your brain works, your nerves and your neurological system, it works on a certain conditioning, certain behaviors that it has been following from the last whatever
Yeah.
years, you've been working, you've been communicating, all the
Yeah.
belief system that you've built in. So from an LP point of view, it's basically more about worn out inner dialogue. Like, I'm not enough. Or no matter how much I do, I think it's not perfect yet. I'm not ready to start. So these are the NLP side of it where, where our anchor or our mindset should not be that I'm not enough. If we just shift it to a little bit, okay, I need my rest, I deserve my rest. So these
Yeah.
are the things that will create that burnout kind of a feeling. While you will feel, oh, I have not done anything since morning, or somebody can say, you've not done anything. Why do you say
Yeah.
that you are tired? So that
Yeah.
fatigue is again not just physical. So
Yeah.
that's my take on that.
And also, like, just correct me what I am going to say right now is
Yeah.
if I put myself in a picture, and obviously, this term has been used pretty often, like around
Mhm.
people whom I talk to. Oh my God, I'm burned out. Yeah,
Okay.
So it's more of like it's now it's more of now like used as a term wherein people don't actually understand what it
Mhm.
truly means, and sometimes it's used as a slang. But from what I
Right.
am understanding after talking to you, it's so many factors coupled in together, and it's
Yes.
all about things that go on into your mind, right? It can be something like
Right.
you didn't fill the checklist, and
Right.
looking into this world right now, we have so many eyes on us. At the same time, our eyes are on so
Yes.
many things, right?
True.
So that creates burnout, I feel. And also, I feel
Yes.
like, do you think that chronically, when you are mentally fatigued, it sometimes then also translates into like physical symptoms? Is that like a last stage of burnout or something?
Of course. So, okay, can I answer this in a different way if that's okay?
Oh,
So,
yeah, sure.
like I have been practicing as a mental health coach and as an aspiring psychologist from almost 3 years now. And in my journey, with the clients from all walks of life, what I've
Yeah,
realized is that burnout isn't just about, that like you said, like throwing around a slang that, oh, I'm so burned out,
yeah,
or like a new mother. Let's take that. Where is the work? Apparently, she's not working. That's what we
yeah,
say. Are you working? She says, no, I'm a homemaker.
yeah,
So it's not. It's just that you feel that your emotions are worn out. It's not just that your work is not happening, or a certain amount of effort
yeah,
that you're not putting, or there are some norms, the societal norms that put you in the category of working and not working. So your
yeah,
inner world keeps looping old stories, your beliefs that you hold
yeah,
that hold you back, and your goals don't line up with your deeper purpose. It's like running really hard but never feeling like you're moving forward. Like you said, the physical attributes are there would be a lot of
hmm,
mental fatigue, there will be a lot of physical fatigue. You will feel irritated, your digestion
yeah,
might go for a toss, and
yeah.
your sleep definitely will get affected. So yes,
Mhm.
there are a lot of symptoms that start showing in your physical body.
Yeah. No, thank you so much for breaking it down so beautifully and elaborating it so much. Uh, Thank you. I think I'll
But
just move on to my second question, and
sure.
that's like super important, and I think you touched a little on it in this question, but
Okay.
if I would really love to know more about it, like how burnout can look pretty different for different people. Like burnout for
um,
one person is super different from a person experiencing burnout, so how it
right.
transcends differently in different people.
See, like we were talking about that, what kind of burnout is, what is it, that how we are using it and abusing it in our day-to-day language, and the way
Yeah,
we talk about things. If And you also touch base upon psychology and NLP. So if you see from a mind point of view, you
hmm,
know it's about emotional exhaustion, it's about depersonalization and reduced sense of accomplishment. So
yeah,
when I say these three things, for you, it might look like emotional exhaustion. For me, it might look like depersonalization. Now, when I say depersonalization, what I mean is I am detached from my real values. Like, I'll give you an example here. For example, for me, family is very important. Let's
mhm,
say that. But I am in the best, my dream job. I'm working in my dream job. I'm working as the person I always wanted to do. But then I'm away from my family. I am, say, living in a country abroad. I am doing
yeah,
something. So now what will happen? Is there a work burnout here? No, I'm very
yeah,
satisfied in my job. But then
yeah,
this is like a depersonalization of my values, which will sort of make me feel, dissatisfied,
yeah,
or won't give me that sense of accomplishment that I would have actually felt if I would have been in my dream job, living in the same city where my
yeah,
family lives.
true,
Getting my point.
true,
So that
yeah,
way, it's really that. And if I see from the neuro linguistic point of NLP point of view, it could be like a strategy burnout. It could be like a belief burnout. Like if I rest, I am not really giving in my best. I hustle is very important. If that's my belief.
yeah, yeah,
Yeah, I can see the sidelines. So
yeah,
yeah, if
yeah,
that's my belief,
yeah,
and I'm super tired out, like I said about the
hmm,
phone, and I'm
yeah,
I am operating on that 10%,
true,
5%, 6%. Why? Because the
yeah,
belief is that if I rest, oh, I'm not doing the best. Oh, I'm
true,
I'm missing out. FOMO,
yeah,
such an important trending
yeah,
term.
yeah,
It's been there for a very long time now. FOMO, fear of
yeah,
missing out.
yeah,
And isn't that a burnout? You're
yeah,
constantly worried about what might miss or slip through me.
true,
So that's how it looks different. And also one more thing, there are signs. It's not that burnout will suddenly appear in front of you and it will be like, oh, here I am. No, they
Yeah.
will be like for example, there's an overload burnout also. So I really like to talk about it and categorizing it in different,
Yeah.
types of burnout. So I call it overload burnout, I call it under challenged burnout,
Yeah.
and neglect burnout. Now, if I may take 5 more minutes, I will
Oh
quickly,
yeah. Yeah, sure,
walk
please,
you through
please.
this.
Yeah.
Yeah, because I think it's important for the listeners also. At times, when you categorize certain things,
Yeah.
people can connect more easily. So, for
True.
example, for me, it's not about the overload burnout. For somebody who is into the hustle culture,
Yeah.
might
Yeah.
not feel that the
Yeah.
overload burnout is for them. For example, you are there, you're a young, person. You are into your work. You're doing every day. Your day starts at 9 a.m., but rarely it ends at 10 p.m. You
Yeah.
know, it will be like you'll skip meals, you'll ignore the rest, and your weekends are filled. You're
Yeah.
catching up on all the work, constantly
Mm.
exhausted. But what the feeling is, I can't stop. I need to keep going.
True.
So
True.
that's like an overload burnout.
Yeah.
Everyday signs could be, have you noticed that person keeps saying that I don't have time, I really don't have time for this. I really got to take this call. I cannot
Yeah.
skip this.
Yeah.
But other person might be, you've not had lunch. Oh, that's okay. I just grabbed a bite. Like
Mm.
constantly only talking about work. Then comes the under challenge burnout. Now
Yeah.
here it's about, this it's a sneaky one. Not about too much work, but rather the work that feels boring, you know,
Okay.
unfulfilling or meaningless. Like you have your 9 to 5 job, there
Yeah.
is a paycheck every month. But then you're like, there's no zeal in it. There's no
Mm.
appetite to do my work. So that's
Yeah.
like an under challenge burnout.
Mm-hmm.
The sign could be, endlessly scrolling at work. Minimal, you do the bare minimum. Like, if
Yeah.
you were asked to prepare something, bare minimum you did, you put it out there. No zeal, no enthusiasm. That could be
Yeah.
like an under challenge.
Yeah.
Then my favorite is the neglect burnout. You know
Mm-hmm.
why? Because it's very, it's very how do I put it? Non-defined. There is no
Okay.
definition for this. But
Mm-hmm.
then imagine, let me give you an example. Suppose there's a school teacher, okay, and
Okay.
she loves teaching,
Mm-hmm.
but there's an oversized classroom, very little support, and endless paperwork. And she just feels her efforts don't matter. She gives up, trying to innovate, and she will not, she'll just get through the day. So it's very much similar to the under challenge one, but there's a lot of work and the work that the
Yeah.
person likes to do. But there is not a proper environment, not a proper, support system for that person to really put their best out there. So that's
Yeah.
kind of a neglect burnout. And, you can just see these people saying that, oh my God, what is the point of all of this? Anyway, what is my purpose? What am I even doing?
Yeah.
So these,
Yeah.
if you can check out for these, small signatures, these small
Yeah.
symptoms, I would say, I think
Yeah.
it will be easier, and also another one is very important is value conflict. Like I talked about that. You are away
Yeah.
from your family. Your belief system is said that family is very important.
Yeah.
If the family is
Yeah.
not there, doesn't matter what you accomplish. So all
Yeah.
these things create burnout. All these things look very different on different people. And while we were talking, I don't know if you noticed, every burnout has a very different flavor. You know,
Yes.
sometimes it's about too much to
Mm.
do. Sometimes it's about not enough meaning, and sometimes it's about the inner conflicts or beliefs.
Yeah.
So for one person, it might look like a social withdrawal. They will just
Yeah.
stop talking, stop taking calls, endless scrolling, ghosting friends. And for another, it might just, look like overworking and over socializing, almost like performing for others on LinkedIn or
Yeah.
Instagram to, to
Yeah.
just prove that I'm still fine.
Yeah.
So very different. Yes, burnout doesn't have a sign, like, or a single look, but it's almost like the trending. Have you seen that
Mhm.
get ready with me kind of videos?
Yeah.
Except in real life, the burnout's outfit changes from anxiety in one person to maybe anger in another person. So,
Yeah.
and to silence to someone. So that's how it is
Yeah.
very differently placed on different people.
No, and I'll tell you what made me actually thinking is the burnout that you just described about an under challenged burnout. I hope I'm pronouncing it correctly. It's
Yes, yes.
like often, the other two categories, we like there is a lot of information that talks about the other two categories, and you can often see visible signs of burnout. While if you
Yes.
talk about under challenge, you like what work do you have? You're not even so concerned about your work. So you never
Right,
actually categorize that person actually can have a burnout. You often think that that
right,
person is relaxed. So why will
right.
he have or she have a burnout, right? But it's something that you amazingly said and very new to me. Made me also think on a lot of fronts that there are a lot of
Yes,
people whom we don't recognize, like they are not satisfied with probably the work that they do, but you never feel that they can also be burnt out. And it's so important for people even around your support system to realize that okay, this type of burnout also exists, so
of course, of
motivate
course.
that other.
I would like to put it, if I want to put it in one line, I would say that, it's just burnout is just not about tired bodies. It's about tired hearts and minds as well. And
Yeah,
that is where the real burn out, like, for example, a candle, it
yeah,
burns,
yeah,
burns, it burns, it burns. But then you need to know when to put it off. You need to know,
yeah,
okay, there has to be a time when you have to give it to yourself. Let's put in a little bit of self love also here, because
yeah,
we forget to internalize a lot of things that are important,
yeah,
but we internalize almost everything that is external.
yeah, yeah,
And
yeah,
the whole
true.
whole point shifts from there. If you are not, whatever you are doing, whatever you are not doing, it has to align. It's
Yeah,
a major misalignment, basically, with your beliefs, your values, your inner
yeah,
dialogues, your work. Like you said, that what have you done that you're tired? I think new
yeah,
mothers, it's my favorite topic to talk about. That
yeah,
people are like, oh, nobody's gonna ask the mother ever. Very less people do, very thoughtful ones do. Not even the partners, the fathers.
yeah,
They'll be like, they'll come from home from a tired day of office, and they'll see the house in a mess. And they'll be like, the child is sleeping, what did you do whole day? And it's the little things in the chores, in the everyday things.
I'm
And that,
sure there's a
now
lot.
imagine that,
Yeah,
imagine the state of that person. That's like, oh my God. And that mother also might feel like, oh, what did I actually do? I did not do anything.
yeah,
And God forbid you have help. Suppose you have a
yeah,
help. And
yeah,
then people will be like, you have help for everything. What did
yeah,
you do? Now, where is the burnout coming from? If the mother has a
yeah,
help, say
yeah,
24/7 help, because it's the complete identity shift. That woman who
true,
was something other than a mother a
true.
few years back, few months back, now is an
Yeah,
identity shift. So, even identity shift is a very, very big burnout. I mean, this topic is vast. We can keep going on
yeah,
and on about it.
yeah,
But yes, to concise it, to put it into a sentence, I think I would just say burnout isn't just tired bodies; it's tired hearts and minds.
yeah.
So what I would
No,
like to put it into. Yeah.
you made me thinking so much. But yeah, that's how it should have been. And
Yeah.
I really loved every bits of what you said. And I hope I could absorb it as much. And I'm sure when I watch it again, I will absorb. I will absorb it.
I'm glad.
Uh,
I'm glad. And I think it's all about awareness. The more
yeah,
aware we are, the
yeah,
like we say label your emotions. So the
yeah,
more you label and categorize your emotions and your these feelings, the burnout you
yeah,
can say,
yeah,
or the hustle or the
yeah,
FOMO, we
yeah.
we get to understand it better. We get to deal with it better. As
True.
simple as
And just to summarize what you said is like it's so important to sit with yourself. It's so important
that.
to firstly identify the issue. If you don't know the
Correct.
issue, you would be doing
Correct.
small fixes or maybe incorrect fixes where it's not needed.
Not needed. Yes.
So,
Yeah.
yeah, till the time you don't identify, how will you be able to heal? Right?
Yes.
So,
So of
yeah,
course, it's a lot of things. It's your culture, it's your environment, it's a lot of things. Burnout is just like one aspect of a bigger picture, I
yeah,
would say, because it leads to a lot of other, scenarios, unnecessary pressures that we create on ourselves. So yeah,
else.
it's
Yeah,
interlinked with a lot of other things.
yeah. No, thank you. And I think I'll move on to like our third question.
Okay.
And that's like a little deeper, heavier question, I think.
Okay. Okay.
So I'll just try to break it down a little and try to simplify it. Is,
Mhm.
how we as people have some beliefs and
Okay.
we have our inner script that we try to tell ourselves that we
Okay.
think is
Okay.
probably motivating us, but
Okay.
actually that
Okay.
might not be motivating us. That might be the actual issue.
Yes. Okay. Okay. I um Have you heard of the phrase "I'll rest when I'm done"? You know,
Yeah,
I'm
I
only
say
gonna
that
take a break.
often.
I am not gonna take a break unless and until I reach a certain milestone. No, I will earn my break.
Yeah,
Have you
yeah,
have you
I've
heard
heard it.
this?
Yeah,
You've heard it, right?
yeah.
Or let me give you more. Okay, that rest is a reward. You
Mhm.
know,
Yeah,
have you
I've
have
heard
you
it.
heard such
Yeah,
such
yeah,
things? And let me tell you where I'm getting with this is, you know, glorified hustle culture. I did touch base upon it when we started.
yeah,
It's
yeah,
about you feel that it's motivational. Like your
yeah,
question was, if I may repeat,
yeah.
that what is one belief or inner script that people think that is motivating them,
Hmm.
but might actually be draining them.
Yeah, yeah,
We wanted to touch base on that. So again, the inner belief is all about the NLP point of view that I spoke when we started. What is neuro linguistic programming? It's like programming your neurology, your neurons
yeah.
in a linguistic manner. Like when you say certain things or when you keep hearing certain things for a very
Yeah.
long time, that becomes your belief. How many
True.
beliefs today? If I ask you, Tanisha, what is your belief about hustle? If I would like to ask you this question, would you
Yeah,
like to say
sure.
something? Can you say something?
I would say hustle. So I feel if you don't hustle, you will not achieve what you envision
Yes.
yourself to be achieving.
Yes.
Right. Yeah.
And what if somebody like me comes across and says, "What are you even saying?"
Hmm.
You see the amount of unpredictable things happening around us,
Yeah.
see the amount of bad things happening around us. What if you're hustling and hustling and hustling for a certain goal?
Yeah.
And I don't want to sound cynical or I don't want to sound negative about it, but what if you never get to live your life?
Yeah.
Ask somebody who's there on a deathbed in a hospital, or ask
Yeah.
someone who has certain disability. Ask them what would they want the most in their life.
Yeah.
Would they want hustle? Would they want
Right.
medals? Would they want achievement? No, they would just want happy, normal life. And
Yeah.
that, yes, I mean, I know that hustle is important. It's important to
Yeah.
work hard. But there's a
Yeah.
difference between working hard and hustling. So
True.
let's not get into the trend part of it, just doing it because other people are doing it. Like we spoke
Yeah.
about, that burnout has very different faces for different
Yeah.
people. What's white for you might be off white for me. What's beige for
Yeah.
you
Yeah.
might be caramel for
Yeah.
me.
Yeah.
It's
True. True.
the possibilities, the perspectives are so different. So another favorite thing that I would like to touch base upon here is perception and perspective.
Okay.
What is your perception about a certain thing? Like you said, that
Yeah.
your husband perception is that this. My perception could be something else. But why
True.
not put some perspective to it? Let's differentiate between these two terms.
Yeah.
Perception
Absolutely.
is what is my version of that thing.
Yeah. You
Perspective
put
is
some.
when I, sorry,
No, I'm just trying to understand. You mean like you've heard something, you mean like about hustle, and then you put
yes,
perspective to it.
yes, you step out
Okay.
of it, you detach
Okay.
from that hustle. Okay, you're like, okay, fine, what is this hustle? I listen about it a lot. Oh, yes,
Mm.
it has certain, markers that goes with my beliefs as well. Oh, yes,
Mhm.
you need to do this, you need to do that. But let me just take a step back. Let me just take a
Yeah.
step back and let me just look at it from a different lens. That
Yeah.
is what perspective is. Perception is my view of it. Perspective is, let me just step out of my perception and see what all can be added here or what all can
Yeah.
be deducted from this so that I can have my own version of this.
Yeah.
So, like, for example, if you see everywhere in India, in Canada, in wherever, like you talk about the country, you see the people commenting. You see people writing that, no, oh, so relatable. Oh my God, did
Mhm.
we grow up in the same environment? How is it
Yeah.
possible that you are, seven seas away and you still have the same childhood?
Yeah.
Why do you think all this is coming? Because everybody has just absorbed other, perceptions and everything. No, very less people step out of it, step out of their own lens, and see that, oh, I have been working, I have been talking in a faulty script. Whatever I'm saying, whatever I'm thinking, the unconscious hears, like, I'll rest when I'm done. And,
Yeah.
it's like a program, constant program that's running in your mind, but you're never arriving at anything. The
Yeah.
reframing here should be rest isn't a reward, but it's a fuel.
Yeah,
How we are
absolutely.
so anxious about our phones, how we are so anxious about our petrol, our gas when the engine light, check engine light is
Mhm.
there. We often ignore it, but then we know that if we don't get this
Yeah.
done, we will get stuck. Why don't we
Yeah.
do the same thing with our bodies? Our bodies gives out signals, and like how our
True.
mind gives out signals. When I talk about not tired bodies but tired hearts and minds,
Yeah.
that's very important to identify that where is this fatigue coming from. if i'm
Yeah.
if i'm constantly on my desk and I'm just not interested in my job, why is this happening? Start
Yeah.
looking inward, start seeing all those negative thought processes that we tell us, I'm
Mhm.
not enough,
Yeah.
or probably when you were little you did something and nobody noticed your efforts and they said, oh, you could do better.
Yeah.
Or when you were little you went to your parents or to your teacher and you showed something,
Yeah.
and we are excited about it. Ki, see what
Yeah.
I drew, and and
Yeah.
they're like, what is this? This is just scribbling. This is nothing.
Yeah.
Do better. Come on. Keep practicing. Practice makes a man
Yeah.
perfect. So what
True.
happens is our inner dialogue becomes, okay, effort doesn't matter until the result is as per a certain validation that
Yeah.
I'm seeking. It could be your
External
parents, it could be your
validation,
teacher.
right?
Yes. It could be
Yeah.
your bosses, it could be your partners, it could be your children
Yeah.
for that matter. There are a
Yeah.
lot of parents I see when I'm into completely into my, I have my parenting coaching hand and I'm talking
Yeah.
to these new parents. They're all about, no, my child should do this, my child should do this. A lot of awareness. Again, now
Mm.
that is their perception about that
Yeah.
conscious parenting.
Yeah.
So they will do, Mr. Why I'm touch basing
No,
upon,
no, no.
sorry, different points is because I want you to, and I want our audience also to see that it's everywhere. It's not just at
Yeah.
work. It's not
True.
just as a new mother. It's not
Yeah.
just, it could be for a mother, for your mother, for my mother. Those
Yeah.
who've run their
Yeah.
innings,
Yeah.
done their part. Now why they are just, not engaging, why they are suddenly so aloof. They're off either
Yeah.
that, or they will be present everywhere, interfering in every part of your life. They will not
Yeah.
let you go as a child. Or the
Yeah.
fathers, they are retired, they've done everything, they've had a good run, but still they're not satisfied. They still
Yeah.
seek something or the other. Why? So all
Yeah.
these things I want everybody to, at least if I can even change one person's perspective here, it would be a win-win for me, because
Yeah.
I really truly believe that that motivating script, it's really like running on a trending reel on loop. It's like you
Yeah.
think it's boosting your reach, but actually the algorithm, that is your nervous system, is
Mhm.
quietly crashing. Let's just put it
True.
into proper social media terms.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's crashing every single day, and one fine day it will just shut off.
Yeah.
And that's when we get into depression, in anxiety attacks, panic attacks. If I talk as a, from a psychology point of view, all these trauma, the PTSDs, all
Yeah.
of this doesn't happen in day one. All of
Yeah.
this doesn't happen in one moment. The
Yeah.
blow is in one moment, but the repercussions are something that will you will see in day to day life.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
burnout is just one of them.
Yeah. Yeah. And just like trying to summarize what you said and possibly even ask you a few things is
Yes.
what I understood is like your body speaks to you. It really does, just like your you
Oh
know
yes, yes,
it just does speak to you. So listen to your body, give your
yes.
body the rest that it deserves.
It deserves. Yes,
Yeah.
yes.
And also I feel like on a practical forefront, I feel yes, you have to work, you have to do whatever you desire to do, but in
Right.
order to function at your optimum capacity and to
Mhm.
bring the best version of yourself that's hiding deep down inside, you need to give your body the rest and
Of
pamper
course.
yourself what you deserve to get the best out of you. It's almost like a give and take relation of you sitting with yourself and giving yourself the attention, the rest, the comfort that you need, right?
Yes, yes, yes. And like I said, that rest isn't a reward. Let's just
Yeah.
reprogram this thing. Rest isn't a reward, it's a fuel. It's needed.
Yeah.
It's called reframing. In NLP, we call it as reframing your thoughts.
Yeah.
In psychology, we call it CBT.
Yeah.
So you can put a name, you can put a modality to it. But
Yeah.
if I just want to see it from a belief system point of view, it just drains you. you know,
Yeah.
it just drains you like how. And in that process, you
Mm-hmm.
get into, worn out emotions. If I want to
Yeah.
just wrap it all up and I want to put it
Yeah. Yeah.
into like a closing note, or like a summary to our
Yeah.
conversation, which was very beautiful, by the way. And I love the way you put the questions up there, because it's like touching basing upon the very issue that is
Yeah.
there. And let's not just, because like I said, it's vast. If you talk about psychology, you talk about
Yeah.
everything is linked to everything. So there is no end to such discussions. And I love to, spread this awareness. I'm
Yeah.
glad, I'm really grateful that I got this opportunity to talk about it. But I think if I have to put down into like a pointer, I would say that it's not just physical.
Mm-hmm.
Please, let's all understand that burnout is not just physical. In fact, it starts with your worn out emotions,
Yeah.
outdated belief systems, and severely misaligned goals and efforts. So
Yeah.
now these three things, if these are in place, you might experience a bit of,
Yeah.
overworked or exhausted, but you will never feel burned out.
Yeah.
So if we
Yeah.
keep defining burnout only as being physically tired, we are definitely heading in a very wrong direction here.
Yeah.
And thank you for picking up this conversation. It's high time we stop glorifying the hustle as success. I'm not saying hustle is not
Yes.
important. I know, I respect people who have
Hmm.
to hustle. They don't have any
Yeah.
other choice but to hustle. And I
Yeah.
really respect them. I have my prayers for them, and I really see them as an inspirational, character out there when somebody's
Mhm.
talking about their hustle. Somebody who's just in their blanket and procrastinating might feel the urge to get up and do something, get something done in the day.
Hmm.
So yes, hustle is important, but let's not mirror it as success, is what I'm
True.
trying to say here.
Mhm.
Let's reframe this thought as my value doesn't come from availability, but
Yeah.
from my authenticity. So when we are operating from an authentic self, when we are operating from a, from a self which is happy,
Yeah.
let's just put it in a very simple word. How children are
Yeah.
say, children say, I am sad about it, I'm happy about
Yeah.
it. If we are able to say that I'm happy in whatever
Yeah.
I'm doing, you are a
Mm-hmm.
successful person.
Mm-hmm.
As simple as that. So yeah, and let's start making healthy boundaries. Let's start aligning the real markers of growth with our efforts, is what I would like to say. And next time you catch yourself glorifying being busy, pause.
Yeah.
Pause and just ask, am I fueling myself, or am I draining myself? I think
Yeah.
that's a very simple marker to
Yeah.
just identify, where are you? Am
Yeah.
I fueling
Yeah.
myself, or am
Yeah.
I draining myself? Because true
Yeah.
success is not in burning out, but I think in burning bright. Burn out and burning bright are two different things.
Yeah.
So yeah,
So why burn out when you can burn bright? Right?
yes, 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 yes. I think that's the whole crux of it. That's the whole point. You know,
Yeah.
all these things. Yeah, I think they just boil down to one thing, that I want anybody, me, you,
Mhm.
your family, my family. You pick up any person. Everybody just
Yeah.
wants to be happy at the end of the day.
Yeah.
In my practice, in my sessions, not even a single client has ever told me, when I ask them, what is it that you wish to do?
Yeah.
Nobody has ever said, I want this $1 million
Yeah.
paycheck in my bank, or I want this car.
Mm.
Always and every time it will come down to, I want to be happy. I
Yes.
want to feel light. So
Yeah.
that comes from authenticity and burning bright and not burning out.
No, thank you. Thank you so much for summarizing this so beautifully, and it's super relatable. And I hope that this podcast can at least make a few people happy. And I hope it
Yes.
is like it makes you think a little, and it I hope it does help you head in the right direction.
But
And it's for everyone out there. You've got it in yourself. Just listen to yourself. You have your own answers.
yes.
So
Yes.
yeah, and thank you so much again. And all I would like to say to the listeners is that I know we have spoken a lot about the what's, the hows, and everything, and we will soon come. up with a podcast with Ankita, wherein we try to talk about more of the solution, make it more solution oriented of what you guys can do that will help you to deal with it, like provide you and empower you with some tools that can be helpful. So, just signing out this podcast. Thank you so much, Ankita, once again for your
Thank you,
valuable time.
Tantra. Yes, thank you so much. And I hope that we ring some bells somewhere, we pull some strings. Yes, thank you.
Thank you. Thank you so much for watching this full video if you have. And please don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. And please keep motivating us.